A Lancaster, the world's finest heavy bomber of the moment, comes home after a successful raid over Germany. The 7 men on board have taken her straight to the target, dropped their bombs, probably fought off night fighters, and brought their aircraft safely home. Naturally, chief interest is focused on the Lancaster's crew, but their work depends for its success on teamwork from ground staffs, and there's a pretty big team, as these exclusive Movietone pictures show. There's the flying control staff, for instance, 1 officer and 2 WAFs. Another WAF, the parachute packer, the oil bowser and its driver on the right, the petrol bowser, 2 men, the bomb train, 7 men and a WAF, another 8 men, the flight mechanics. 7 more specialists, the ground maintenance crew, the meteorological officer, another vital member of the team, a team of some 40 men and women required to keep just 1 Lancaster in operation. Systematic observation of weather conditions has been going on for 140 years, but it's only recently that it's become possible to forecast with any great accuracy. On the Met Officer's information of what weather the crew will encounter during a raid will depend success or failure, life or death. Obviously, that goes too for the work of the ground maintenance men. The crew of the Lancaster relies on them to see that no detail is overlooked, that every necessary repair or adjustment has been made, tested and found correct before the aircraft takes off on its next assignment. The servicing of such a complicated machine as a modern bomber would be vital enough at any time. How much more so now when that machine is flying into battle through some of the strongest ack-ack defenses in the world. The flight mechanics, like the ground maintenance men, have established a reputation for supreme reliability, second to none. When we hear those amazing stories of how a bomber got home in spite of having been badly shot up, we know that captain and crew owe their lives not only to their own skill and courage, but also to the tremendously high standard maintained by the men without wings. And what about the cargo? The bomb train is a whole separate department on its own. Needless to say, it requires skillful handling. Here's one type of British incendiary. Fire watchers in Germany get quite a kick out of those, I dare say, when they come raining down. The Germans have tried some pretty comic firebombs on us, but it's nice to see the sort of thing we're sending to Germany, especially when we remember Goering's promise, no bombs on the Reich. A Lancaster can carry 8 tons of bombs, and the crew of the bomb train see to it that they're all, shall we say, in good working order. Those are 1900-pounders, comparatively small as our big bombs go nowadays, but very, very sound. Only the best is good enough for the Reich. Petrol. Enough petrol to enable the 4 great engines to drive the bomber fully loaded 1,500 miles or more at round about 300 miles an hour. It takes time and care to fill her up, and there's a special crew for the job. Now the oil bowser goes into action, and yet another member of the Lancaster team does an important piece of teamwork. The parachute packer. What does she think as she folds and packs the chutes? You can bet she thinks to herself, if they have to bail out, they're going to have as happy a landing as I can make it. She's got a vital job too. Then the flight control. The officer and his 2 WAFs who send the bombers out, who talk to them by radio telephone as they take off, who welcome them home again and give them landing instructions when they come back from the raid one by one. F for Freddy, G for Gremlin, and all the rest. First and last, the crew themselves, the men with wings. Men who have already taught the Nazis what it means to start a bombing argument, men who intend to have the last word. The mid-upper turret gunner takes his place ready for a showdown. The rear gunner, ready to shoot down Nazi night fighters who come in from astern. In touch with that flying control staff we've already seen, the wireless operator, the mouthpiece of the Lancaster. The observer navigator, the wizard who finds the way. The flight engineer, a comparatively new rank for heavy bombers, but a great man in an emergency. The captain of the aircraft. Good luck to him and his crew. Finally, the bomb aimer, also an air gunner, who plants his bombs where they hurt most. Good luck to them all, to the team that has done its job, to the team that is again on the job.